Let's speak now to Miri, a retired colonel of the Israel Defense Force with a background in military intelligence. She's currently a senior fellow at the International Institute for Counter-Terrorism. Miri, thank you for joining us as well on BBC News. I just want to pick up to begin with what I was discussing with our correspondent in Washington a few minutes ago, those comments by President Trump warning Iran of more attacks by Israel unless Tehran agrees to a deal on its nuclear program. I mean, do you think there's anything at this point that would cause the Israeli government to stop this planned program of attacks that they've been alluding to?
There's always something that can stop it. And I do think that of all of the things, the U.S.-Israel relationship would be one of them. But as I was listening both to the correspondent and thinking to myself that if there's one thing that if you ask me, I won't predict, is what President Trump will do next. He put out that statement, he puts out other statements, and I don't know where that's going. Basically, in that sense, it's like Israel attacked, and now that Iran is in the corner, let's bring them back to the table. That's about the art of negotiations. What Israel is doing right now is trying preemptively to destroy as much as we can the different components of the nuclear capability, but not only the nuclear capability. We have been attacking the platforms that are beyond the nuclear capability. Those different missile platforms, the ICBMs, the ones that can not only reach Tel Aviv, they can reach London for that matter. And in that sense, I think that we are systematically going about it. I don't think that right now the Iranians have much of any air defense, and that allows the Israeli military, the Israeli Air Force, to work there systematically only on military bases. It's almost entirely Iranian Revolutionary Guard bases of different types, and to continue to attack them. So I don't see us stopping.
But why do you think Israel is doing this while these talks between the US and Iran on its nuclear program are still continuing? And as far as we're aware, the next round of that will happen on Sunday. There are those who are saying, look, while those talks still continue, albeit with the IAEA saying that Iran hasn't met its commitments on nuclear safeguarding, isn't there a risk that this makes things more dangerous for the region?
It's funny, I think that the Atomic Energy Association said a bit more than just that they weren't doing things that were in the safety precautions. They were talking about the fact that Iran is doing different types of capabilities in the nuclear arena that are only military and they're not supposed to be done. It was actually a very harsh statement that was made this week, and it was the first time that I heard that agency say it in such a stark way. I think that for Israel, it's been over 20 years, I'm even going to say 30 years. I've been here for a very long time in the sense that Iran has been on a quest for a nuclear weapon. I would have been very happy if anybody in the world would have been able to persuade Iran to stop that quest. I don't think that the negotiations were in that direction. And I think that the Israeli action is stating very clearly that the Iranians for many, many years have been building very diverse capabilities. And every time you find out one, they do something else, which is going to be hidden. As was mentioned before, we have not yet, according to the Israeli IDF, attacked all of the different nuclear sites. This is something very long term. I really do think that in attacking it, and we're attacking the nuclear sites, we're making it not just safer for Israel that Iran, the Islamic regime, has directly threatened. I don't think anybody in the world would like to think of a nuclear Iran. That idea that you want something similar to North Korea, or for that matter to Russia, what nuclear powers can do.
Will it make Iran more determined, though, to follow its nuclear program and to increase enrichment?
So it's a question that people keep asking me, and I have to twist it around to something very local. Is the people in the Gaza Strip, or certainly the Hamas, not talking about the Palestinian people, but the Hamas, are they worse? Are they going to more attack Israel after what we've done after their attack on October 7th? They already did the October 7th attack. I think that the Islamic regime was determined to get nuclear weapons. I think that in this attack, we're pushing back not just the capability to get to the nuclear weapons, but also to the different platforms that have already attacked Israel directly and have the capability to get anywhere in Europe. None of us want that. I think that that's important.
Very briefly, if you would, just talk to us about Mossad's involvement in all of this, because it seems like there was a long period of planning for this eventuality whenever this attack would be launched.
I've been in this arena a long time, and I think that all of the Israeli intel units have been long planning on such an attack. A few different clips have come out over the last few hours. People can go look them up that show allegedly Mossad agents in Iran, in Tehran, launching some of the attacks directly from within that area. I think that that shows both intel capability, a lot of operational capability, but what it also shows is that at the end of the day, when we're there, we're trying to be precise, exact. This is against the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. This is against those ones that are openly calling for the annihilation of Israel. Let's hope that they don't get nuclear weapons.
Miri Eisen, former colonel with the IDF, now senior fellow at the International Institute for Counterterrorism. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.